Hour is here on a beautiful Thursday. If you're out and about, enjoy it, soak it up. Temperatures are climbing, that's for sure, but still, a good day is a good day, so take advantage of it. As we get rolling here, we had another pretty strong performance last night. This time it came from the MVP in SGA, but we can dig into that ball game because they needed it in a bad way, Oklahoma City against San Antonio, and they were able to come up winners. So we'll definitely talk about the association. Look forward to the Knicks and the Cavs, what we get out of Donovan Mitchell, all that type of stuff we will toss around today. But, more than anything else, Big Sirs, if you saw somebody at the cigar bar and you'd say, hey, what list your sports. What do you want to talk about more than anything else? Where would the association fall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 9.
Probably about 4.
4? Okay.
Yeah, about 4. Yeah.
All right. Because
I'll give it 4. A strong 4.
Yeah, and especially this time of year, it might move up a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, they won't talk ball. They won't talk football.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It goes NFL, college, and then maybe recruiting.
Yeah.
And then basketball.
Yeah. And now the NIL and transfer.
Yeah, that part.
Well, because recruiting is also transfer portal recruiting.
Yeah, it's all.
Yeah, it's all. Yes.
It's funny because Leon said recruiting, and now you if you did the other thing, okay, give me the 3 things you want to talk about in the game of college football or college sports, that it would be transfer portal, NIL, then recruiting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is the way, like the off the field stuff. That's how.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah,
recruiting's gone to number 3
for
as far as that goes.
For most, for a core of 10 that think they can do it organically. Yeah, recruiting is still ahead of
right. And we still do pay attention to it because you're looking at, hey, that's a 4-star, that's a 5-star. This is a commitment. Look at how many 5-star recruits that Texas A&M's gotten to this point. That type of stuff.
It's like looking at the future of your franchise. All right, Miami Hurricanes is my franchise, my alma mater, and I'm always looking for 4 or 5-star guys who are going to be, a part of the family next year. So it's important to me.
Yeah, and so for the here and now, you want to do all of it well. You want to work the NIL, work the transfer portal, and make sure you got good recruits coming in. And we've talked about all of our schools. If I pull it up and take a look at the latest recruiting rankings and try and figure out who is making the most inroads to getting these 5 stars, landing these cats, and getting them coming into their school, there's a lot of SEC, but there's also a lot of Big Ten stacked in there as well. I'm going to pull up the composite rankings. Matt, we always talk about recruiting, you always mention composite. Is that
that's the
Rivals, or is that
the 24/7 composite? But they're not doing it anymore. They just stopped it after this year. So now everybody is using, I believe, the On3 composite.
Okay, yeah, I got to find it. I know I
not the No 3, Joe.
Yeah.
Repeat Nocos.
Stay away from Nocos. It's the other guy.
Bro, speaking of recruiting, I'm not very fond. Listen, Eddie O's a friend of the show. Just got hired by LSU. Not a fond that he's going to be recruiting against us at LSU now. Now that he's gotten a new job. And I woke up this morning and I texted him, congratulating him. They're going back to the Bayou. And just like Eddie O, he said, thanks, Lee.
Special assistant to the defense and special assistant to recruiting.
The recruiting coordinator. Yeah.
It's interesting. You pay him $18 million to go away, right? Which they did in 2021, I believe.
$17 million. Yeah.
Right at 18, actually, is what it was. And now he's back there.
Yeah.
I mean, LSU, if we didn't know already that LSU is just going wildly all in on football, this is your final cherry on top.
Well,
right here.
They're going wildly all in on football, but they're also letting Will Wade bring in a bunch of Geritol G League players to come in and play college basketball.
Because no one else wants to play for the guy. It's unreal. No one in the portal wants to play for this guy.
Really?
So that's what they're reduced to. Yeah.
Well, he did well at NC State.
He did. But clearly he's got
a cheater.
Issue. He's got an issue.
But now everything is, you can cheat. It's no big deal. It's allowed. It's within the law of college sports.
He'll find a way to break a rule.
So here it is. Okay. So Eddie O comes back, as we just said. He'll do a little work on defense, do a little work recruiting. He will be Eddie O. That's basically what he will be. So LSU is paying 3 coaches right now. Lane Kiffin, $91 million. Brian Kelly, to go away, $54 million. And then the buyout for Eddie O was $17+ million. And so add that up, man. That is huge, nasty cash, as I always like to say. That's some cheddar. So you're paying 3 cats, 1 now to coach the club, the other 2 to go away, and now they're bringing Eddie back at a discount, but they still owed him that $17 million.
Yeah, I'm sure there had to be parameters put in place where he probably collected all that money before he came back to LSU.
I would think so.
I would hope so, yeah.
And it's funny because you had him on our show when, what would you say, shortly after the Lane Kiffin hire, right?
Yeah.
And we were wondering, he got in a car, if I remember right, he got in a car and drove through the night from Miami to Baton Rouge to be there to congratulate Lane and all that kind of stuff. And we're talking about now 2 former Ole Miss head coaches. And he was going back, and he was going back at that time.
That's a healthy 12-hour jaunt right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe more.
He said he got in that car, and he drove the whole way. And then he said, Mom, I have food for him as soon as he got there, which was just classic. But he was going to get a job. And so I wonder if he was waiting to make sure that he had get all of his back pay taken care of from LSU.
He probably was. But, he even said on the show that him and Lane are tight. They're friends. So, I mean, I don't have a problem with the hire. I have a problem with the fact that I know he's good at what he does, which is recruiting and bringing energy and enthusiasm to the football field.
Yeah. So if you go back and you just take a look at the way, another angle to this is LSU has now hired 3 former head coaches this offseason that were previously fired by the school, which is also still kind of comical. And the other one I'm adding in here is Will Wade was there from 17 to 22, and now he's the head coach again. Eddie O was the head coach from 16 to 21 and is now an assistant head coach. And remember Johnny Jones. He was an LSU basketball head coach from 12 to 17. He was fired, and now he's back under Will Wade.
Saw something on, of course, the internet, because it's always true.
Yeah.
LSU in football, men's basketball, and baseball, the 3 main sports, has just been horrific.
I saw the numbers, and if you have them,
it's embarrassing is what it is. It's their basketball team, I think, won 1 SEC game. Their baseball team, I think, had a losing record for the first time in I don't know how long.
They're the defending national champions.
They're terrible. They're terrible.
How did that happen? Okay, I'm gonna see if I can pull it up. But they are defending national champions, and they absolutely sucked for most of this year. Got bounced by Florida at the end of the year in terms of the season finale series that they played. I don't know if I have it in front of me. I was trying to find.
They're 30 and 28.
Oh, here it is. Yeah.
Okay. So they had their first losing record since 2011 when they missed the NCAA tournament.
Yeah. So you go football, basketball, men's basketball, and baseball. They went a combined 1-20 against SEC opponents who had a winning record in conference play. They were 15-41 in SEC play overall across the 3 major sports. The worst conference record since 1965-66.
Oof.
El Stinko. Yet, like you just said, Matt, they're putting all their eggs in that Lane Kiffin basket right now, and they're going to try and get it.
So Jay Johnson won the Natty last year.
Yeah.
You think he's got capital? I mean,
I would think so.
Right?
I would hope so. Anybody who wins a championship, particularly, any of the sports you compete in, you certainly have a little street cred.
No, I don't think he's going to get fired now, but I mean, next year, if they struggle again,
they'll be on him a little bit, yeah. Yeah, because LSU is used to winning a lot.
I mean, Eddie O went 2 years after.
I was just thinking.
Yeah.
Eddie O went 2 years.
Yeah, he won in 19.
2020, 21, he was out the door.
Yeah.
Out the door.
It's crazy. So we'll combine all this stuff, but just staying on the Will Wade thing.
By the way, that's oil money. Just
my gosh, yeah. Well, if you look at some of the, like we talked about yesterday, some of the gas prices, I don't know whether they're making more or making less. I'm not sure.
That's oil/refinery money is what that is.
But that crude, that's what that is. That crude black gold, as the song used to say.
A lot of those refineries are in Louisiana. That's where the real money is.
Oh, my gosh, yes. But to Will Wade, real quick, as far as what he's done, and JJ pulled up the bite. Ron is in here hanging out with us. Did he show you that bite? That sound bite? Okay. All right, so let's just set this up because Todd Golden was chiming in on Will Wade, basically, in a lot of people's minds, just trashing college basketball and making a mockery of it by going out and getting former G League players, professional players. And he's gone really all over the place. He has a 25-year-old Yam Madar that was drafted in 2020, RJ Lewis, 23, playing in the G League, Bryce Desert playing in the Euro League, Marcio Santos playing in the EuroLeague. Both of those guys 23 years of age. And the Diobate from Kentucky, 22 years of age. Nunez from UT San Antonio, 23 years of age. So he's got the average age right now at plus 23, so right around 23 and a half years of age.
Is that Indiana or LSU?
No, this is LSU.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got it. Because that's what their average age was up there in that football locker room.
But what if it works, Joe? What if it works? You got all these mature players on your team that've got the experience.
The one thing that we have been shown a new model. You are correct. You want a more mature player, a guy who's gone through whatever trials and tribulations younger players go through.
Appreciates it a little bit more, not making as much.
You've been humbled, but you also have been in the weight room, at the training table. You're a grown man compared to some of these other guys. Well, anyway, Todd Golden was asked this question about how bad it is that Will Wade is bringing these former pros in. And now Todd Golden has also gone and looked to the EuroLeague and brought in some professional guys. But anyway, here's Golden on Will Wade.
When you're bringing in 25, 26-year-olds that have played, first of all, been drafted and then played professionally for an extended period of time, that's not what college athletics is supposed to be. And I know a lot of it has changed, and then the financial piece is as important and influential as ever. And the players are now getting a significant piece of the pie, which they rightfully deserve. But this is not, again, what college basketball is supposed to be. This is not what it's about. But I do believe this will be a net positive because we're going to have to see some action. We're going to have to see if guys like this are going to get cleared or not. And, I don't think they have a great chance to, but you never know. And maybe Will knows more than both of us do. But we're going to find out. We have SEC meetings next week, so I'm really excited for that as well.
What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, you can't put an age limit on college sports, right?
No, I don't know about that.
Should you?
Why not?
Why?
You want one? Do you want an age limit on them?
Do I want an age limit? Yeah, I think I do.
Another rule? Another reg?
Well,
what, 26?
Well,
where's the cutoff?
Well, first, okay, you say another rule, another reg.
Yeah.
What rules are there right now?
You're right. There were a bunch, and then they abandoned all of them.
Right. I think once you hit honestly, if you're going 5 for 5, right?
Which is now
and that's what hasn't passed yet. But if that's going to pass and it's 5 for 5, you got to stop it. You can't be 24 and play.
Right.
It's 23. That's it.
That's the new approved rule. But it hasn't been put in place, right? In other words, they recommended
That's what's been recommended, correct?
Yeah. But I mean, Mesodo couldn't have played for us last year.
Well, then guess what? He ain't playing.
I'm glad he did.
Mm-hmm.
So, the hell with your rules.
Yeah, you dang right you are.
Well, there's got to be some kind of guardrail somewhere at some point.
So you're saying, just realistically, you can have a kid that can come out of high school at 19 years of age. That's not unrealistic. He's got 5 to play 5. He'd be 24.
All right, then cap it at 24 then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I say if you're past a quarter century, your college.
Not only that also gives you the crazy if you get injured and you get a medical exemption, which I don't think they're going to do any of that. But if they did, if some court says you have to do that, which of course inevitably will happen, then there you go. 24. That's it. 24. Yeah. Done.
24 years
jerk store
of
done.
Time on earth, and then after that you got to. Yeah, you're already getting paid, so it's not like you're not a professional of sorts. You're just not allowed to play college basketball anymore.
By the way, didn't he sign 2 pro guys from Europe?
Yeah, that's what we're saying. Is that he goes and gets a couple of guys that at the age. I'm looking for the age here. I'll look that up. 22 years of age. Played in Slovenia. This is Petrovic, Domen Petrovic, 22 years of age, and then another Lithuanian that is. Well, he played in the U22 team in Spain. So, all right, there you go. Chime in. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Talk a little bit about what Todd Golden had to say about Will Wade. Eddie O now getting a job under Lane Kiffin. So we'll throw some college football and basketball your way and then get in some Jaguar topics. We were reacting to the Jaguars today question about who would you go back in time and grab. And we all kind of gravitated to the same guy, so we'll bring that up as well. Coming up on XL Primetime.
XL Primetime from the big #1 Duval Ford Studios. Some say they were separated at birth.
Hey, you guys are brothers, huh?
Others say they're brothers from different mothers.
Hey, what is this, a family business or what?
They're not twins. They are Dan Hicken and Jeff Prosser. Mornings on 1010XL.
Hey, Hicken here. I couldn't be any happier than to join the George Moore Chevrolet family. When I say family, I mean it. Visit their beautiful showroom today off Atlantic Boulevard. Find out exactly what I'm talking about. No pressure, just friendly help. And whether you want a car, a truck, SUV, electric, pre-owned, you name it, George Moore Chevrolet has it. And if you can't make it over to Atlantic Boulevard, no problem. MooreChevy.com is easy to navigate as any site you will try. It's never been more easy to use. George Moore Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hacker here for Cornerstone Interior Solutions. If your AC is working overtime every summer, your insulation may be the problem. Homeowners and builders across Northeast Florida are calling Cornerstone to upgrade to spray foam insulation. It seals homes, crawl spaces, garages, blocking in cool air and blocking out heat. So your home stays cooler, your system runs easier, and your energy bills stay under control. Don't wait for peak heat. Visit CornerstoneInteriorSolutions.com.
Explore the mind of a quarterback with our QB guru.
We want to take you into the lab so you can learn more about the science of quarterbacking.
Denny Thompson is the Quarterback Whisperer, driven by George Moore Chevrolet. Friday mornings on The Drill on 1010XL.
Are knee problems keeping you from doing the things you love? Stop by Riddle Wellness for a free in-office workshop May 27th at 11 a.m. in Ponte Vedra. Discover natural, non-surgical options that may help relieve knee pain and improve mobility, including regenerative treatments and decompression therapy. Get back to living with less pain. Space is limited. Call 395-5598 now to RSVP. Riddle Wellness in Ponte Vedra Beach, 395-5598. Be there May 27th.
Hey there, poker players. The Poker Atlas Tour is bringing 7 action-packed poker events to Best Bet St. Augustine from June 18th to the 28th, including the $600 no-limit hold'em title event with a $200,000 guarantee. Plus, don't miss Event 1, a $300 no-limit hold'em tournament featuring a $100,000 guarantee. Satellites are happening now at Best Bet St. Augustine. Visit bestbetjacks.com for tournament structures and all the details. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Hey, Jacksonville, this is Lauren Brooks. Here's something I love. Big Chief Tire actually rewards you for taking care of your car. When you buy tires, you're automatically part of their Extra Mile program. You'll get $10 off every oil change, free tire rotations, free air checks, and more every time you go in. It's simple, honest savings from a family-owned shop that puts customers first. Call 904-932-0950 or visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com. It's one less thing to worry about.
You may not be able to control the air you breathe on the outside, but you certainly can on the inside of your home. Just call Florida Home AC and ask about the Remy Halo. It's the next generation of air quality technology. Call 777-4300 for Florida Home AC.
At the Y, there's no place like this place. More than just a gym, the YMCA is a community where support, connection, and your well-being come first. And now, getting started is easier than ever with Your Rate, an income-based, affordable membership designed to fit your lifestyle and your budget so you can focus on what really matters, feeling better, moving more, and connecting with others. Join today and discover a place where you truly belong. Learn more about Your Rate at fcymca.org.
Keeping kids active is a full-time job for parents. Look no further, though, than I-9 Sports, covering Duval, St. John's, and Clay to get your youngster in the game. Summer and fall registration open right now for flag football, soccer, t-ball, and basketball, plus girls volleyball at UNF and Bishop Snyder. Fields and gyms all over the First Coast, including Fort Family Field. And the best thing is, I-9 Sports offers sports year-round, so kids can always find a sport to play. i9sports.com, enter 1010 in the promo code for a discount.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Cranking it out 19 minutes after the noon hour, XL Primetime. Thanks for hanging out with us. I can't believe I forgot at the beginning of the show. I was on a cruise ship last Thursday, so I didn't get to get out the Modelo Yellow, but I got to get it out. I was wearing my Modelo sombrero when I walked on the cruise ship, so I did do it.
Nice.
With the family, but just
you did not. There's no way.
Just not here. Huh?
Did you really?
Oh yeah. I thought I showed it to you yesterday, but
it's impressive.
It is. Well, you always double fisted when on the cruise.
Well, I tried. I definitely like we said, coming off the cruise ship, we were still saying, "Hey, get Nona a Corona," and then I was making sure that I got a Modelo. But my buddy Matt, the Modelo man, my Modelo bro, Let me see if I can find it here. Anyway, I had a nice get up, the big sombrero. I'll find it for you here in a second and show it to you. We were rocking and rolling. But mentioning a guy from the past, and we all quickly agreed on this. The Jaguars today question was, if you go get a guy from the past, who would you bring back? And we all basically said at the same time, T-Brack.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Talking about somebody that was menacing, that was disruptive, that you had the game plan against. T-Brack was it.
And it's putting, I think, 2 and 2 together. He was a great player, and they have a great need to get to the quarterback.
Absolutely.
Right? You could say Freddie T because they want to run the football.
True.
But anyway.
I mean, we need help interiorly. You bring back Calais or maybe Big John Henderson.
Oh, my gosh.
At the 3.
Yeah, that would be.
I just feel
think
like
that'll work.
I just feel like that's just a giant blind spot right now in 2026. It's a pass rush.
Yeah.
I wouldn't call it a blind spot. They just have spent their money, and they need to get more out of the guys they spent their money on. That's not a blind spot. They've paid. They now need to get more out of them, and it's up to Campanile and 41.
Blind spot is something this year that you don't think is there.
Well,
that's what I mean by that.
Well, yeah, I guess I do understand what you're saying. They just didn't get the productivity out of the players. You got to get it out of the players.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that at all, actually.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, can you?
Right. And so you can't just clip and cut.
I think in this day and age, it's very – no, you can't cut, obviously. Yeah. But I'm just saying, in this day and age, you kind of see what you got. And I think you see what you got with Josh Allen right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have. Since he's gotten paid, you see what you got.
Yeah, I think
there's nothing wrong with that. He's a good player.
No, I think,
but he's not an impact player.
Yeah, I still think you need to get more out of him from a sack total point of view.
Yeah, I think you're getting what you got.
The pressures are there. We all talk about it. What'd you call it?
A wind chill factor.
Yeah, wind chill factor.
He's a good player, right?
He's a good player. Yeah.
He's not an impact player.
Yeah, but when you get that kind of bag, we need more.
Yeah, you need to
the
be
expectations are elevated.
Legit dude.
Yes,
and I think
we need a disruptor.
I think I was surprised when it happened. I thought they would perhaps take a look at waiting on Walker before they gave him the deal, but they gave him a deal at the right time to make it affordable. And so now you got to get more out of both of those guys.
And to be fair to Trayvon, again, before he got hurt last year,
he was hurt.
He had back-to-back 10-sack seasons, which again may not be number one overall pick. And his problem, of course, is he will forever be compared to Hutch.
Right. Yeah.
Who's one of the best defensive players in the league right now.
Yeah, right or wrong, can't get away from it. All right, we're gonna get to recruiting, but see, there it is. There's that beautiful Modelo.
Oh, nice.
See that? Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
I was
rocking that out.
I was rocking it. You better believe it, man. Oh,
TLD has that look on her face like, is he really wearing that hat?
Heck yeah. All right, so right now, if you do go with what you mentioned earlier, Matt, the on 3, the...
Not no 3.
Yeah, not no 3, but the on 3, and they call it the composite or industry rankings. That's what it was. Industry
rankings. Okay.
Rankings. And so you now have A&M with a score of 95.889, just as far as the recruits that they have gotten to this point. They've got 14 commits. They have 5 stars right now, totaling 5. They have 8 4-stars. It's just crazy good what they're doing right now. In fact, in the state of Texas alone, the top 2 in the industry rankings are teams from the state of Texas not named Texas. You have A&M first, and you have Texas Tech second. And right now they have 2 5-stars, 6 4-stars. And then after that, you got Oklahoma. So you have 2 SEC schools that don't really have a whole lot of SEC accomplishment among the top 3. Oklahoma's only been in this league for a short amount of time. But anyway, they have a couple of 5-stars and 11 4-stars.
I mean, again, there's a small group of teams that believe they can do it organically.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia, Oklahoma, Alabama, LSU. I would say Michigan. I'd add Michigan to that. I'd add Notre Dame to that. I'd add Oklahoma and Texas to that, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And other than that, you're starting to get a little shaky. Florida thinks it can. We'll see if Summerall can do it. Other than that, it's a little shaky.
Because if you're looking at Summerall right now, you can't name too many transfer portal guys right now that they're expecting to come in and have a major impact. Player retention was as important for him as anything.
Yeah, when I say that, I also mean that's what he wants to do. That's his goal. His goal is to do it organically.
Yeah.
That was Billy Napier's goal, to do it organically. He was on the way. He just couldn't coach.
Right. And so he's the one who got the Dallas Wilson, and Vernell Brown was a legacy player, but still came in.
I mean, again, to be fair to him, they had it set up last year. It was ready to go last year. And then DJ Lagway couldn't stay healthy in the offseason, and it all blew up.
And then you would say Singleton would be one of the ones that from the outside.
Yes, absolutely.
That he brought in as a portal player that could be a
Philo,
star.
obviously.
Yeah. Yes. But keeping the Boz, the Woods, the VB3s, the Dallas, all those guys, that was his recruiting to keep those guys.
True.
Well, with all the pressure to win right here and now, I mean, can coaches do it organically without the portal? Will they be getting a lot of the time to develop players?
So I'm saying without the portal, what I mean is the majority of your roster is organic, whereas you're supplementing every year with 6, 7, 8 guys, maybe less, maybe more, somewhere around there. Probably 85% of your roster.
I was just going to say, if you go 3/4, 1/4, 75-25, something in that neighborhood, close to what you're saying, you got to be around that percentage.
But if you're doing that, if that's your goal, and this is what coaches have been telling me this all offseason, if that's your goal, okay, you've got to pay a backup a lot of money because he's going to go if you don't. And you've developed him over a year or a year and a half, whatever it is, a spring and then a full year. You've developed that cat for 16 months. Now he's going to go. So you got to pay him.
Yeah. All right. So the other guys, we mentioned Brent Venables maybe wants to try and do it organically. He still was able to get John Mateer and his play caller to come through the transfer portal and NIL. That saves his job, basically.
Right.
That
Well, quarterback is the variable.
Yeah.
It's everybody's going after quarterbacks.
Everyone will look at it, will use it when they can, and it may or may not work. But Florida with Aaron Philo is another example that we were talking about. It may or may not work. Tramel Jones, a great prospect coming out of high school at Mandarin, and you want to see what you have in him, and you were able to keep him as opposed to
the Final Four of last year was all transfer quarterbacks.
Yeah, exactly. That's another great point.
It's very easy to see where college football is going as far as just that position.
Oklahoma 3rd, USC 4th. They're killing it right now just in terms of recruiting rankings.
Both of those two right there, transfer quarterbacks.
Yeah.
So keep going. We'll go with transfer quarterbacks.
Yeah.
See what this is like.
Well, Notre Dame is 5th with their recruiting.
That's a recruited quarterback.
Industry ranking, and they have CJ Carr. And this is the first time they've done that in a long time because they went through at least three one-year cats that played that position. Riley Leonard, Sam Hartman. You can just go down the line with the guys that they have had up there the last handful of years. Ohio State, 7th.
Transfer quarterback.
Julian Sayin. As soon as Nick left, he left and went to CBUS. Florida is 8th. LSU 9th.
Transfer quarterback.
Oregon 10th. Transfer quarterback. Michigan 11th.
Transfer. No.
He signed.
High school, yeah.
Well, he was a transfer because
you could say
they paid him to not go
committed to
LSU. That's basically what happened. All right, so there you go. So you can at least kind of toss that around. Clemson is 14th and is without a 5-star.
Recruited quarterback.
Yeah, without a 5-star, and they have 6 4-stars right now. And the other thing that Dabo's been saying, he brings Chad Morris back. Chad Morris was his offensive coordinator back in 2010, if I remember right. That kind of tells you just how long Chad Morris has been around, and he is a retread. He failed as a head coach, did not do very well at all.
Spectacularly failed.
Yeah, and is still considered a pretty good play caller. Will that work? I don't know. And they're trying to obviously turn the page after Kate Klubnik. And
Chris Vaniza is not Trevor Lawrence or Deshaun Watson
safe to
or
say?
Tosh Boyd. Or maybe not even DJU, actually.
Don't put that into the Clemson Tiger fans' head right now.
Well, they know that. They're not dumb. They know that.
Well, the guy better be better than DJU. Better be better than DJU.
I mean, DJ's last year, at least he won games.
Yeah, well.
I think you're better than DJU.
Yeah, you don't want that. You do not want that. If you're Clemson, you are freaking out over the idea that he'd just barely be better than DJU. Anyway, you got a handful of other ones. Penn State is up there. Georgia is only 17th right now because they are in on a bunch of other big conversations, just as far as some of the big-time prospects that are out there. They only have, right now, just to give you an idea, 1 5-star. You know that's going to change when it's all said and done. Wouldn't you agree with that? And then you've got a handful of those teams that are just trying like heck to make sure if they can lock up a few of those, they can. Speaking of Georgia, right there, Nolan Smith, 137 miles an hour, just passed us. 137 miles an hour in a 70-mile-an-hour speed zone, Leon.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
What were you doing?
I don't know. I mean, I don't understand. You buy you a luxury car. Luxury cars are meant to go slow and look cool with your arm, elbow out the window while the AC's blowing.
No, that's old school, bro.
I'm just saying, bro.
New school is Hellcat and drive as fast as you can.
Goodness gracious, that's crazy.
That's what it is. It's not. It's crazy. It's not just Georgia.
Right.
It's happening all over the place. Georgia's had just a preponderance of
arrested in Georgia on reckless driving and speeding charges. And we'll find out. But it says 135 in a 70, and this was before 11 p.m. Friday night, and posted bond released and so on and so forth.
You think Nick Sirianni's going to do anything to him behaviorally?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. But they're saying he may face some type of NFL discipline. What would he get? A fine?
He'll get fined, probably 50 grand.
Yeah, just
something
for conduct. That type of deal.
Yeah. Probably send him to traffic school. You're not only endangering yourself,
traffic school.
Something you're endangering other people when you drive that fast.
Oh, you better
bro.
believe
Come
it.
Come on, bro.
Yes. That's dangerous stuff, especially with Rashee Rice coming off of what he went through and then now violating probation, and he's going to sit in a jail cell for 30 days.
Ridiculous.
Come on. You guys got to
do better.
Yeah, everything in front of you, and that stuff is happening. All right, we'll keep it rolling. It is XL Primetime. You guys chime in on these recruiting rankings, all the stuff that we've been bringing up. We'll get to a couple of other ones. It is XL Primetime, 641-1010. Hit the text line.
XL Primetime is driven by Duval Ford.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Imagine this. You've got the burgers ready in a backyard full of guests. And folks, that's a strong lineup. But a clogged drain on a holiday, that can change everything in a hurry. Before kickoff, make sure your plumbing is ready to go. Call Duck Duck Rooter. They've got experience, honest pricing, and a team you can count on. And right now, get your main sewer line cleaned, plus a camera inspection for just $129. Outside cleanout is required because the only thing you want overflowing this weekend is that cooler. So when you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Skilled trade jobs are booming, so begin your high-pay, high-demand career today through the Northeast Florida Builders Association. Their apprenticeship program provides paid training in some of the most highly sought-after skilled trades. Get paid while you train, full-time in carpentry, electrical, HVAC, or plumbing. Plus, earn a 10% raise every year. And the classes are 100% tuition-free. Apply before June 11th and start your new career at NEFBAapprenticeship.org.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
College football isn't just a season, it's a sisterhood. Bold Ladies is the women's membership group of the TaxSlayer Gator Bowl, where community, connection, and college football come together. This is Stacy from 1010XL, and I enjoy my membership. From exclusive events to networking, philanthropy, and unforgettable game day experiences, Bold Ladies is where women make an impact. Visit TaxSlayerGatorBowl.com and join today.
This Sunday, in the first season of women's professional soccer in the River City, Sporting Jacks hosts its first ever playoff game. Sunday at 5 p.m. at Hodges Stadium, Sporting Jacks takes on Carolina Ascent in the Gainbridge Super League semifinal. And to kick off this historic night, $1 beers and $1 hot dogs during the first half. Come stand behind your local pro soccer club and help push Sporting Jacks to victory. Call 904-863-KICK or visit sportingjacks.com for tickets. Sporting Jacks, pro soccer, pro Jacks.
Hey, it's Greg. So, quick update on my path to lose 40 by the 4th with Awaken 180. 2 weeks in, and honestly, it's been outstanding. I'm already down 13 pounds. Had to tighten the belt a notch. Friends and coworkers here at 1010XL are starting to notice. You know, it's funny nowadays when somebody loses weight, everybody just kind of assumes, oh, you're doing the shots. Well, nah, that wasn't for me. I didn't want injections, pill supplements, or chemicals just to kill my appetite. I needed a real lifestyle change, learning better habits with an actual coach and a real plan. Because here's the thing. I'm busy, I'm always on the road, and it's easy to grab whatever's fast and convenient. But I finally decided to stop making excuses, especially after finding out I'm going to be a grandpa. And that lose 40 by the fourth concept was just the push I needed, and it's working. I'm eating, losing weight, and actually enjoying the process. How often do you hear a guy say that? So do it with me. Call today, and today is the perfect time to start getting healthy with a custom weekly plan. Call 844-346-1800 or at awaken180weightloss.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So Georgia President Jerry Moorhead, who is, you want to talk about presidents in sports heft, he's at the top of the list in college sports, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like as in a big guy?
He's the dude.
Powerful?
He's the dude.
Oh,
He is the powerful president in the NCAA when it comes to sports and how they're dealing with things. And he just said after a Georgia Athletic Board meeting, it's a long, long statement that he had, but basically what he's saying is, I'm prepared next week in Destin to be ready to vote on creating an SEC mechanism, SEC rules that if Congress isn't, wait a second, that we have to do if Congress isn't going to act as they should. It's not a breakaway. I call it creating some rules we can all live by in the Southeastern Conference. If the SEC is still a player, then when we can create rules, it will get noticed by other conferences. I think everybody's craving some order in this chaos.
So he's just still putting it out there that the breakaway is real and possible.
He's saying he's not calling it a breakaway, but what they're doing is they're going to go by their own rules.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do go by their own rules, that's a big, big risk. If they're negative toward the process.
Right.
See
what do you
I
mean if they're negative?
Like if they're like very restricting to players and player movement and private NIL, they're going to lose all the players.
Right.
They'll all go other places.
Yeah.
Now, if they're wide open and they say you can make X whatever you want to make, but you can only transfer so many, only twice instead of every year, then I think they've got a chance to like continue what they're doing. But it all depends on what kind of rules they come up with.
Well, I mean, when you were reading it off the air, it sounds like the first rather than the latter. Like he's coming down with the Gavin.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it because, he says we can no longer deal with this wild, wild west situation.
Okay. But yeah, we're just gonna recruit against you on that. Be as hard as you want to.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
It really does crack me up a little bit that there's just a lot of whining going on because the ones that were in control aren't in control anymore and they don't know how to deal with it. And you could say that from a athletics director or president's point of view. They aren't in control anymore. You can say it from a head coach's point of view. They're in less control than they were before. And there's more player power that's out there, and it's driving them crazy. And the other part of it is that equals financial.
But the players are dictating pace.
Yeah, that equals financial loss from the university and financial gain for the player.
Absolutely. And that's what's bothering them, that they don't have this life grip on these players like they used to back in the day.
Yeah.
They can move and maneuver, make as much money as they want to. I think, in my opinion, it's all about being able to hold the I don't want to say leash, but have the player by the leash.
Yeah.
So to say.
Yeah. Control.
Walk the dog.
Right. Control's always been on their side. They love it or loved it. Now they don't. They don't love it because that has been kind of stripped away from them, which I understand it, but it's here and it ain't changing. And that's what they got to figure out. And this whole breakaway part of it is still, it drives me nuts. I want to talk about ball.
Just give the players half and on your just collectively bargain with the players.
Yeah, I don't think they're ever going to give half.
So quit
I
whining.
think a lot of it's about like what we all hate too. It's the portal. It's the transfers. I mean, like you guys keep bringing up the money and they don't want to pay people. I don't think
it's the free
that.
player movement.
It's that
more than anything.
Exactly, and we all hate that.
Yeah,
I think the private NIL is a problem too, but they could probably somehow get around that. If it was just look, you have one year to transfer. That's it, just one. Then I think they could all get their arms around what's going on.
Well, like we said, rules and regs, at least something. I'm not a fan of any rules and regs over the top, but have something.
But here's the thing. With the NFL, before they collectively bargained for free agency, players were owned by the team.
You better believe it. And
so
never
then
got to move.
They got to the table. They agreed upon this one season. You can become a free agent and move.
Yeah, after you put your time in.
After you put your time in.
Which is what you did.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If they want to stop playing, they can have contractually have them obligated, just like the NFL
Well, the
does.
players have to get together,
Right,
but
and become like, they have to be able to become like a labor union and do all that themselves.
Yeah, and then a lot of things come into play with that, and I totally understand both sides wanting the good that comes out of that, but not wanting the bad that comes with it. And I understand that the player movement is probably the biggest thing of all. I repeat it all the time. I just want to know, if I'm a head coach, what my roster is.
You know what will stop the players from moving? More money. So if you're the SEC and you're going to create your own rules, right? You can say, all right, we're going to give you one free player movement, but we're going to double the $20 million that we're going to give you to 40. So we'll give you 40 now. So in other words, the backups that were making, 50,000 can now make 250,000, right?
Yeah, whatever the number is.
You have a better opportunity to keep your roster, which, again, you are definitely limiting movement at that point. All right, and you're doing it with money,
but you're increasing.
So you're not right. So you're not legally forcing them to stay. You know what I mean? But you're still giving them just one transfer. That's it. You've got one.
Yeah, and I would love it to be hard and fast. It all makes sense. Everyone's rewarded in some form or fashion financially, and like you said, just one. Hey, you want out? You want to go somewhere else? No questions asked, but that's it. Period. All right, so you guys let us know what you're thinking. 641-1010. Hit the text line designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Get back to Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals with Wemby neutralized, with SGA going off. We will get into all that coming up and then look ahead to what's coming up tonight with Game 2 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It is XL Primetime.
XL Primetime. Driven by Big Number 1 Duval Ford. Elite service for elite companies. A new chapter on 1010XL, The Lead.
With Hayes Carline and Ryan O'Halloran.
Friday afternoons 4 to 6 on 1010XL.
Looking for your locally raised beef for your family? Houston's Meat Company proudly carries North Florida cattle raised right here in our community. From fresh ground beef to hand-cut steaks and roasts, every cut is USDA choice or higher. Locally raised from birth to harvest with no added hormones or antibiotics. It's quality you can taste and local sourcing you can feel good about. For more than 50 years, Jacksonville's families have trusted Houston's Meat Company for quality meats at great prices. Houston's Meat Company, Main Street at 295.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm dedicated to helping businesses manage risk, maximize opportunities, and move their company forward. Jimerson Burr attorneys are business-oriented lawyers, equally comfortable as community leaders, private transaction counselors, or courtroom advocates. If you have a legal issue of any kind affecting your business, contact the firm at 389-0050 or jimersonfirm.com.
Whether you're undertaking a major home renovation or just a simple repair request, American Electrical is your 5-star Jacksonville-based electrician to get the work done right. Experienced design building department working seamlessly with their electrical contracting department to help you create beautiful lighting spaces and electrical plans that make your house flow. And remember, with American Electrical, it's wired right at a fair price. Call American Electric at 737-7770. Look for that red, white, and blue eagle on the side of their truck, and you'll know it's American Electrical.
David Lane here, and once again, I'm happy to share news of my success with back and knee surgeries at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. Whatever it is that's bothering you, take it from me. Simply set an appointment today at Southeast Orthopedic Specialists and let them help you get back to normal life. I'm certainly glad I did.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
I'm with Greg from Cycles of Jacksonville, and Honda always has cool stuff, Greg. But talk about the side-by-side of what Pioneer has.
I tell you, the all-new Pioneer, which is their flagship model, all redesigned this year, comes with a cab for heat and AC, so if you want to stay a little cool on those hot summer days when you're out riding, this is the ticket.
And you can have the stereo, full sound.
You name it, we got it. Wheels, tires, stereos, lights, heat and AC, we're your people.
Go check it out in the showroom. Cycles of Jacksonville on Atlantic near Regency.
Tom McManus here for Armstrong Fence Company, a locally owned and operated business on the First Coast for nearly 20 years. Known for reliability, quality craftsmanship, and professional service, Armstrong Fence handles it all, from big projects like stadiums and schools to your very own backyard. They build a wicked strong fence, and they do it right the first time. When you need a fence in Jacksonville, trust Armstrong Fence Company. Yeah, we did the fence.
Credit card interest rates are now over 29%. Most people are only making the minimum payments, so they're getting nowhere. Hey, Prosser here, but here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit card, your existing HELOC, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. Here's the best part. With Loan Pronto, you can do it all from your phone. With zero out-of-pocket, no hard credit pull up front, no appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching your first mortgage. Rates are at a near 3-year low. Act now. Go to loanpronto.com. See how much you can get in about 60 seconds. Loan Pronto, 2,800 5-star Google reviews. Call 904-999-1508 or go to loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
1010XL, presented by Farrah and Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farrah doesn't flinch. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
XL Primetime, 1:45. If you're out and about enjoying lunch and you got us tuned in on 92.5 FM or 1010 AM, we appreciate it. Listen on the app, wherever you go. That is always cool with us. You can check out the stream as well. Just log on to YouTube and search XL Primetime. Last night, you might have checked out Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. It didn't have everything that the first game had. It's hard to duplicate what the first game had. A double overtime thriller, but SGA came back last night, 30 points, and got it done.
Yeah, OKC got it done. They were a desperate team. They had to win that game.
Mm-hmm.
You go down 2-0 and go back to the Spurs. That's a wrap, absolute wrap. And then, quite frankly, Victor Wemby outshined the MVP in the first game.
Oh yeah.
So it was his turn. It was game match set. He had to come back and let everybody know why he's the MVP. But they had to have that win. Desperate times, desperate measures. 122-113. JJ, last night, was it 7.5 points? Did you tell us that yesterday?
6.5.
6.5. Isn't that,
dude? The game, you know what it is too.
So 9-point victory.
The best games. I mean, other than Game 7, obviously.
Yeah.
Game 2s are just flipping wars always.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to go down 2-0, and then when you got 2-2, same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Game 5 is always the best.
Yeah.
Game 5.
Right. 2, 5, and 7 are just phenomenal.
And we'll see if it duplicates that same formula that you're talking about when we see the Cavs with a little desperation on the road. We could be heading back 0-2.
Hey, JJ, how do you assess how they cut Wemby's numbers down?
Well, they fouled the crap out of him, and basically it's like, hey, we're going to throw Hardenstein in there to foul you 3 times in one possession, but you can't call 3 fouls, and you're not going to, and it was so annoying. And the flopping from OKC last night from every single one of them, it's been going on all year. They're unwatchable. It's trash. I hate them.
Right, I told you the hack and shack is the way to do it. Man.
So they foul like crazy on defense, and then they flop every single time on defense and offense.
Right.
It's so
He only
they're
took
so
16 shots,
unwatchable,
right?
man.
He took 16 shots, I think, right?
You're talking about Wemby?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what people are going to learn. That game 1, he's not a scorer. He's not a guy who shoots a lot.
He can run.
42 points is very abnormal for him. And he's going to get his boards. Last night he does this thing where he misses a shot, but he gets the rebound from 4 feet away. It's insane, and he did it 3 times last night.
And he'll hit the top of the glass knowing he's going back up for the board.
Well, no, he doesn't miss on purpose.
Well, but you know what I mean. When
he's he's just so big.
Yeah, it's just when he's extended. I think, and I agree with you. But when he's extended, he's like, "There's no way I'm going to get this one to the cup, so I'm just going to go ahead and bounce it off and then throw it back down."
He's not a scorer,
not at all.
But it goes through him.
Finisher.
How can you not be scoring
with a larger area around the basket?
Yeah,
more
exactly.
of a finisher. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But last night you could see later in the game when they're down, they were down 9-ish pretty much the entire second half, if not more. he was like, all right, I'm going to start shooting these threes, which is not his game. I hate when he does that. Like, it was necessary the other night when it was 25 seconds and you needed one. But unfortunately for them, they had a big injury with their guard. Fox has already been out the first 2 games of the series. So it's going to be tough sledding from here on out. Just because OKC is always going to get those calls, man.
And the bench points, too, was huge.
Oh, they have like 11 guys that play.
I think the number was like 57 to 20, something like a 30-point bench advantage, which was massive.
They're deep.
Yeah, massive. All right, if you don't mind, look up that line for tonight just to kind of see where it's at, because you can just imagine, same thing, a little desperation. Now, it's
probably the exact same as
really?
All three.
6 or 7?
It's 5.5.
5.5, okay. So you're right there. You're right there. And so that's what
Spurs are 2-point favorites for the next game.
I'm going to look up Donovan Mitchell, too, just to see if we want to bet on him tonight, because he got called out a little bit. He disappeared a large portion of the fourth quarter in that ball game and had a little bit of a limp, just kind of looked like not lost, just like off to the side, not integral in the offense coming through. So that was curious. It really was. I want to see where they go with him tonight. They had the idea that James Harden can't defend Jalen Brunson. That's one big storyline.
Or anyone.
But you got to get Donovan going.
Yeah.
100%, you got to get him going.
I mean, he's the key to the team. He's the key to the team. He's the one guy that can consistently score.
Yeah. All right. So we'll get back to that and then a couple of other things that we've been talking about as far as the college football world is concerned. So you're saying, Matt, you're going to be over in Destin next week. Yeah, next week.
Early next week.
Day after Memorial Day, Tuesday and Wednesday.
It's the most significant SEC spring meetings ever, I think.
And you've already said that here we have the leadership of Georgia saying, this is my main, maybe my only goal going into the meeting is to force change or scream from the highest mountaintop that something's got to happen.
We've waited month after month for Congress to act, and it hasn't occurred yet. I'm prepared next week in Destin to be ready to vote on creating an SEC mechanism, SEC rules that we will have to do if Congress isn't going to act as they should. We just can't continue down this current path.
That's not you.
No, that's not me.
I'll tell the listener who that is.
It's Georgia President Jim Moorhead.
Yeah, right. And so
again, it's probably the most powerful sports president in the NCAA.
He's got a very strong voice, but you still have to wonder, one voice against all these other things that are coming at you, how in the hell are you going to affect change without obviously bringing people together? He's asking, this is how desperate.
Let's just say this. He will get those presidents who make this. It's not Greg Sankey. It's the presidents and chancellors of the SEC. He is powerful enough to get those presidents and chancellors of the SEC to coalesce around that idea of, screw it, we're doing our own rules.
Mm-hmm.
So do they think that they could just start their own league and people are going to they're going to just say we're a national champion or something?
No, I think their goal is...
What is he really...
Well, I'm going to tell you, I think his goal is, from his comments, are they're going to make their rules and everybody's going to see them and say, all right, that's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's do them.
Yeah,
and then they follow.
Yeah.
So they don't have to have their own set of rules and their own way of doing football and their own deal, and they don't have to break away. You know what I mean?
What if all the conferences just have their own rules, their own transfer policy, their own NIL policy?
It absolutely could happen. There's no doubt about that.
What's the big deal about that? Like, why would the SEC think that everyone has to live under the exact same rules?
Because they're seeing the financial aspect of it. It's out of control, and they don't think it's going to be the word. They think it's unsustainable, right? So that's what it is more than anything. It's the financial side of it all.
Okay.
They think they're headed toward a cliff. So if the SEC says, look, we're not going through the NCAA anymore. We're just doing it ourselves. This is what we're doing. And then all of a sudden they all go, oh, okay.
So they want to set like a cap on spending?
No, I don't think it has anything to do with that. I think it's going to be all about player movement, and I think they're going to try and get their arms around private NIL.
Yeah, but the Georgia coach, along with the Georgia president speaking out, the Georgia coach has said we need a salary cap. We need to figure out.
When you say get your arms around private NIL, what other than a cap is that? Well, what does that even mean?
Right, right.
They want to govern.
But if you do that, then you're looking at collective bargaining, which again is what they don't want to do.
Yeah, which I totally get it. At some point, if they're trying to affect change, they may say, "Hey, we're going to secede. We're going to get the hell out of here."
Don't use that word. With
I
the
know
South.
that, but I'm just saying.
SEC particularly.
Probably not the best word to use, Joe.
But I'm just saying that's what they're trying to do.
Yes, you're right.
And so who the heck knows if they're trying to force change and get someone else to finally pay attention and with no real true intention of removing themselves from the big picture, but they have to do something to make somebody else
and I also
make a
think
move.
Greg Sankey's at the point now where he's like, this is stupid. We're arguing about a 2014 playoff.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anything. That puts a Band-Aid on what's going on.
Right.
It
The
literally
other
does
stuff
nothing.
is the other stuff is what they got to
the other
fix.
stuff is why we're headed toward the cliff.
Yeah, exactly. Which is 100%. Get the spending under control.
I keep hearing about this cliff.
Yeah, get some governance.
I agree. Look,
I
I'm
keep
the guy
hearing
who's
about
saying
this fake ass.
I was the guy who told Joe
Yeah.
yesterday that they keep saying it's unsustainable. Yet every single year they keep
maybe
adding
these
more.
universities need to budget their money better.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Well,
don't
think about
disagree,
this,
man.
guys. Okay, and we said it earlier. I said it yesterday, at least from the reporting. Clemson is a $1.5 billion in debt.
And they're gonna blame NIL, private NIL for that.
that
like,
part.
give me a
Like,
break.
I don't know where it came from, but we know the debt service that FSU is dealing with. There are other ACC schools that are looking at this square and it's coming right at them. And there are obviously other schools and other conferences that are dealing with it as well. That's no bueno. You can't keep. And then Tabo Sweeney goes on and says, hey, Notre Dame's got their own television channel. They're printing their own money in their backyard, all that type of stuff. And so this is all that whining that we're talking about.
Yeah,
is
Dabo,
coming
if Clemson could, they would too.
Yeah. They don't they don't have the alumni base.
Yeah, they're not Notre Dame.
To get the money that they need. That's for sure. All right, real quick before we head in the 1 o'clock hour.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So Front Office Sports has Edo's term sheet with LSU.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go Tigers.
For this contract. Orgeron will be paid a total of $100,000 between now and January 31, 2027, which is the current length of the contract.
$100K?
$100K.
That's nothing.
It's nothing.
This
already paid him $18 million. I mean, how much more does he want?
So he's doing this for the love of the game.
He's doing this for the love of the game.
And hopefully we get more speaking tours.
I'm glad you didn't have that Rafa Salafusa who never got past number 1.
It's just the
It's got to
best.
be at least a couple of those, right?
Yeah, it's just the best. And you still probably need to pull up a little bit from that. He was a pitch man back in the day.
Yeah, I found some gold this morning.
Yeah, so we'll have that for you coming
Here's
up.
another great one. Hang on real quick. This is part of the contract. If LSU terminates the employment of a coach without cause, LSU will pay liquid damages equal to the remaining base salary.
So
in other words, the same thing.
Yeah.
They're going down the same road.
Well, he'll get $100K. He'll do some good things, and it'll get doubled, tripled, or whatever for the next go around. They just can't pay him all right now. And some of these, like Coach Campo, when he was at USC, it was an analyst job, and that's kind of the pay that they get at
Now
that
he's fired.
point.
If he's fired for cause, they owe him nothing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my only suggestion to Eddie O is just you can't bring anybody onto the practice field that's not a member of the staff.
Yeah, but
It's as simple as that.
that's not cause.
Well,
of
under
firing
Lane's
you.
rules, actually, Joe, Lane
brought
might
his
have changed
girlfriend
those
on.
rules.
Yeah, he said it's
So
okay.
what? He brought his girlfriend on the field. So what?
Now, see, I love it when he gets so.
Wait a second.
He so wants me.
No. Does Belichick bring his girlfriend on the field?
Yeah.
Well,
yes, he does.
my guess
She
is
brings him on the field.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, however you want to say it,
Right.
she's on the field. Okay.
I was only trying to give Eddie O just a nice, solid piece of advice. That was it.
I'm pretty sure Dan Mullen's wife was on the field of Florida. She was kissing him after practice. And they kissed him before games. And
you're taking umbrage with this. I'm just having
Little
fun.
bit, yeah.
Where did Dan Mullen come from?
Yeah.
That
Because-
random stray for Dan
because
Mullen.
his wife's very involved. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I didn't
Very
know that.
involved. Yeah.
She was a hugger.
Look, they start going after Eddie O. We got to stand up for him.
I agree.
I'm just trying to help him. I love him. I'm
Nobody's
just trying
trying to
help.
defend Dan Mullen over here.
Dan Mullen's tough.
It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime.
Driven by Duval Ford.
Rule number 1, no bashing the Jags in the kitchen.
Rule number 2, no SEC debates at the dinner table.
Rule number 3, if you touch my fantasy lineup, you're evicted.
3 roommates, 1 sports obsession. Helmets and heels. Weekdays 2 to 4 on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
In the game of vehicle performance and reliability, Atlantic Infinity is always the top pick. This is Hayes Carlyon. Did you know that every certified pre-owned Infinity is inspected, factory-backed, with a limited warranty, and gets the same championship-level service as a brand-new Infinity? Every mile will feel like first class. Check out their full certified inventory now at AtlanticInfinity.com or visit Atlantic Infinity off Atlantic near St. John's Bluff.
Rookies, free agents, and trade talk.
The ability to see the future and react to it. Now that is what I do.
The off-season is a time to tune up the roster.
I'm all ears.
Follow the road to the regular season with AA Automotive and 1010XL.
Looking for a real career with great pay and full benefits? Prosser here for Julington Creek Pest Control. As a growing, family-owned company that cares about its employees, they're hiring lawn technicians in the Jacksonville area. No experience required. This is a salaried position with top industry pay. Full benefits, a 401k match, and paid training. Apply today at JulingtonCreekPestControl.com. Julington Creek Pest Control, our family serving yours since 1984.
Equal opportunity employer.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Hey gang, Hicken here. Let's talk skin. It's May, which means the oven is on. It's also National Skin Cancer Awareness Month. Bottom line, take care of your skin. Protect it like your life depends on it because, well, it does. Use the sunscreen, wear the hat, put on the shirt. Keep yourself protected. To ensure your skin is in top-notch shape, you can always rely on my doc, the Beaches Dermatology. Been going to them for years. And my skin thanks me for it. Book your appointment today at beachesdermatology.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Flooring. You've heard us rave about Lifetime enclosures. Now let's talk about Lifetime Flooring. I can tell you firsthand, the products and services, the best in Jacksonville. As you know, updating your floors is one of the most dramatic changes you can make to your home. Call the experts at Lifetime Flooring now and ask about their buy one room, get one room free promotion through Memorial Day. 0% financing available to meet any budget. Visit their beautiful showroom just off Phillips Highway and tell them Prosser sent you.
Hello, this is Father Nicholas Lowe, and I want to talk to you about not being afraid of the crosses of life. Life can be difficult. Maybe today you're carrying a cross of worry or stress. Let me encourage you to remember that when Christ got on the big cross at Golgotha, he destroyed all the little crosses that we face in our life. He set us free from fear, worry, and anxiety. Our job is not to be carried by the cross, but to be carried by our faith.
For more inspiration, log on to stjohnthedivine.com.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I want to thank our friends from Dailies for sponsoring our Walk-Off Charities Golf Classic, June 8th at Deer Creek Country Club. Now get this. For every fried chicken sandwich sold between now and then, Dailies will donate $1 to Walk-Off. That's right. For every single fried chicken sandwich sold between now and then, you help a young person in the community play baseball. So head to Dailies today and grab one of those delicious fried chicken sandwiches. And we'll see you at the Dailies Walk-Off Golf Classic, June 8th. Dailies. It's nicer here.
Hey friends, Jason Parker here with Performance Painting. Have you ever stored a gallon of leftover paint, opened the can years later, and it's rusty, crusty, and unusable? Next time, secure the lid tightly to ensure no leaks and store the can upside down. Oxygen can't get to it, therefore no rust and no crust. If you'd like more tips or have a question about a project, we'd love to help. Go to performance-painting.com. Performance Painting. Prepare, protect, preserve.
Performance Painting.
This is your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm RJ Saunders for 1010XL. Jacksonville Jaguars will have a lot to prove during the 2026 season. Jacksonville had a controversial draft haul and let some talented players walk during NFL free agency. However, according to ESPN's Matt Bowen, he has paired free agents with their ideal team fits in a recent article and suggests that Jacksonville should sign veteran Bobby Wagner to replace Devin Lloyd. Right now, 89 degrees at 103, time and 10, brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focused, fueled, fearless, Farah.
Hey, I'm Coach O. I just love my Hummer. I believe the Hummer is the best vehicle on the road. Big, tough, aggressive, and it represents everything that we want at Ole Miss. I have my Hummer. You need a Hummer. Tell them about it, JoJo.
Mississippi, they are here. The new Rogers Dabbs Ace 3 Hummers are here.
The folks at Rogers Dabbs Hummer are first-team players. Come see them.
Rogers Dabbs and Hummer like nothing else. New H3 starting at just $32,000.
Love it.
This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
Spent last night in the arms of a girl in Louisiana.
Imagine if Eddie O was your pitch man, either in Oxford, home of the Hottie Toddy, or Baton Rouge. And he had fire in his belly for the Hummer. Who wouldn't? I love it. He makes things memorable and fun. Ain't no question about it.
He does.
That's just, why are we talking about this?
Yeah.
Let's talk about football.
Oh, my
Let's talk about these great quarterbacks coming back, not only in the SEC, but all over the country. Let's talk about, like, the playoff. We're not gonna have to deal with, like, the Tulane and JMU thing anymore.
Yeah.
So it's only gonna be one G5 team. So let's start talking about, like, the good and the good stories and the good things instead of this.
Eddie O's a good
24.
story.
Yeah, he is. Instead of this 2014
Yeah,
playoff.
we were just talking about Eddie O.
Going over the financial cliff. No, I'm agreeing with
What
you.
do you mean?
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Let's talk about these things.
Right.
These are
exactly.
the things we should talk about.
Yeah.
Instead of constantly talking about the negativity in this sport.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm bored with it. It's troubling. It's
troubling and it's not going away.
It's sacking our sport.
Yes.
It sucks. All that stuff. All right. So this is definitely worth of that. That's for sure. Yeah.
That just happened. Brought to you by Florida Home AC.
So Gator fans have been dying to hear this, and they thought it would happen, but wasn't 100% sure. It is now official. Ruben Chenalou is withdrawing his name from the NBA draft and will return to Florida. That is per on 3. So
that's
Gator
big.
fans, I know they want a round of applause for Rube, the SEC defensive player.
I mean, he's got a roster now. He's got the best roster in college basketball right now. I don't think there's any question about that.
Frange was saying he thinks it's going to hit 25 million. JJ, is that what he was saying on his show?
For the entire roster, yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
how
just
much do you think they paid
Dude,
Chinyalu to come back?
That's 20 in private NIL money. 20 mil if it's 25.
That's 20 that could be on the football program, Leon. Think about that. It's a win for us.
It's a basketball school, bro.
Yeah, but
Let it be.
One's playing
I'm
at an
fine with
elite
it.
level and one's
I think
playing
it's
like
cute.
Mississippi State. It's a big difference.
And you might as well go for it. We need to cut something down.
Listen,
We're
if
not-
you're a Gator fan,
Yeah.
you know that Golden is going to be there max like 2 more seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like he's already floated it out
Don't
there
say
that
that,
I want to
dude.
go to
Right.
the NBA.
These Gator fans will go nuts
No,
on you.
they're not. They know what time it is. So, like, I don't blame
It's-
the boosters for
yeah,
giving
it's-
money right now when you know this is your opportunity to win another natty.
Yeah, I think, and let's just use this as an example. Let's go ahead and do the 10-10 take in an instant. This doesn't exactly match up, but still, you can appreciate it.
Now, Josie's 10-10 take. Serviced by Valvoline Instant Oil Changes. Oil changes in 15 minutes or less. Guaranteed.
They'll do it in an instant. Let's do this 10-10 take quickly. It's not the exact same thing. I want to set the table and say Indiana football is not equal to Gator basketball because Gator basketball has won 3 national titles. They are accomplished. But at the same time, if you're telling the truth, if you're a Gator fan, raise your right hand. What's more important to you? It's football over basketball. If you're Indiana, maybe they would say still basketball over football. But you can use these two as examples. Now, Indiana boosters are running to Kurt Signetti to give him money. They're saying, this is so much damn fun. You are finally doing something that had never been done before. This was the losingest program in the history of college football, and you just want us a natty? Here's some more money. And the same is happening in Gainesville because Todd Golden has returned Florida basketball to the Billy Donovan days and is now playing for championships, looking for his second. So that's the 10-10 take. It's fun to spend when you know the coach is good and the product is good.
ROI.
If
ROI.
Yeah. You better believe it. Return on investment.
If what Frank says is true, okay, and I don't doubt him, 25 mil.
He was
Dude,
throwing some numbers. I'm like, whoa.
That's legit at the top of college basketball.
Yeah.
That's because they're only getting like 5 through revenue share.
Yeah, and we were saying, I have to go back and look, but it was in the neighborhood of 5 or 6 that were either north of 15 million or approaching 20 million in terms of the amount.
They've
of
almost
big
become the LSU of
spenders.
college basketball.
Well, how much do you think you had to give Hauk to come back?
Yeah.
Condon's
all three of those
been there
guys,
for a
yeah.
while. Chinyelu to come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not even
Boogie
talking
Flam,
about
too.
the 2 European kids they just
Still trying
got.
to figure out how that gets to that amount, the 25.
I don't.
Well,
does that mean
just
they're
said
paying
it.
like
I mean,
Chinyelu like $5 million or something?
You got Hauk, Chinyelu, Condon,
Yeah.
Boogie. Don't forget Boogie Flan,
Right.
right?
So if
and
you-
then you're adding these professionals. How much those guys make?
I'm just
over
thinking
there?
they're 3, 3, 3, 3 instead of 5. It's,
Yeah, I would be shocked if Chinyelu makes $5
Hauk
million.
probably makes 5, I would think.
I'm
I would
thinking
think Hauk's
Hauk
at 5.
smells like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right. For him to come back, you're probably
Plus,
right.
you got to keep Herb too. How much do you think they're playing Herb? He could have gone.
Herb's-
Plus, we forgot all about Denzel Aberdeen, who they signed.
Oh yeah,
how much
they
do you think they're
brought him
paying
back.
him?
Listen, there's a lot of biblical references with the Herbs and the Reubens and all of them, and they're all Isaiah. They're all coming back.
Well, Herb
Alexander
could not have been happy that Denzel Aberdeen got signed either.
Yeah.
That's just less minutes for him, man.
Well, it is. You're right.
And these two guys from Europe.
Well, the fact that
No, he probably likes the 2 Euro guys are coming. They're gonna be boys.
Oh yeah, we're talking 6'10".
Even though they're taking his minutes.
Yes, that's all right. The vibes.
But as far as
Eating pierogies or whatever.
yeah, this is college.
Pierogi.
Isn't that like Polish? I don't know.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it
pierogies.
is,
Yeah,
yeah.
In the boiling water with the onion and
I'm just
potato.
putting them all in one basket. I know that. I apologize to any
Yeah, I believe it is.
Eastern Europeans listening.
It's the Kiffin apology. If I offended any Eastern European guys.
Yugoslavians, I'm
I kind of feel like you're right, though. You're right. But Aberdeen, like this is college basketball in a nutshell. You can start at Florida, leave and go to an SEC rival in Kentucky, and then come back and be fully embraced.
Dude,
Like,
you
bro,
had a school
that
that
is insane.
fired a coach 3 years ago, hired him again.
Yes.
And you know what he did? He hired 2 other coaches at LSU fired.
Yeah.
They're on his staff, Johnny Jones and John Brady.
Yeah.
By the way, I was out for the first part of the show. Did you guys talk about Will Wade?
Oh yeah, we played the soundbite. Yeah, and just the fact that the average age in the G League and the Euro League and
It's crazy.
It's nuts. Here's the only thing that we have to arrive
And by
at.
the way, and we're talking about a 2014 playoff. That's what everybody's up in arms about.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, college basketball has lost the plot completely.
I mean, everything. Like
That's
the house,
what I'm scared of
The
as a
house
college
is
football
burning
fan.
down, dude, and we're talking about a 2014
Well,
playoff.
that's what I'm scared of as a college football fan. It becoming college basketball and what
Yeah.
it's become.
And the thing is that we at least now have to acknowledge when players are paid that they are professionals. And so as bad as it is, and I don't think you should be able to go into the G League and come back. I just don't.
Yeah.
The guys that are coming from Europe, it's not like they haven't been on national teams.
How is that
but
even
still,
realistic? You
it
go
all
to the
sucks.
G League, you can come back.
Yeah,
You can go through the draft process, get
It's
drafted,
unreal, man.
They'll be gone for 3 years
Yeah, it's
and come back.
What are we doing?
So then Badiako should have been able to play then.
Well, that's the guy we're talking
Right?
about, Alabama 3. Yeah.
No. With all these LSU guys now, is what I'm saying.
If these LSU kids are made
Are made
eligible to
eligible,
play,
then
then
Badiako got
that
hosed.
would look stupid.
Yeah.
But it's all just depends on which a judge you get. It's all that. It's all political now. We just saw that Sorsby's judge, and I'm using air quotes for judge.
Recused.
I saw a picture with him right next to the mascot from Texas Tech, and they're both throwing up the L gun.
He's a double tech mate.
Yeah, like he's a
degree.
Texas Tech guy,
Yeah.
of course.
I think he's got his Juris Doctor from Tech, and he's got an undergrad from Tech. Look, the whole Sorsby thing, he's got.
Do you think he
no
plays?
More. No more. He cannot play. He
Oh,
cannot
really?
play.
Well,
But do you think he will?
yeah.
I don't think he will. I think smarter heads are going to prevail. You cannot have a guy who
there
bet,
are no such thing.
who, right,
things
but
as
you
smarter
cannot have a
heads
guy
anymore.
Smart
who
heads.
bet. If you allow him to play, you are allowing a guy who bet on his team, which is what he did at Indiana.
Yeah,
To
but it
win.
was to get closer to the team.
I don't
bro.
care.
That's what he said.
You cannot have a guy who bet on his own team playing college sports.
To win.
No,
No,
to win.
I agree, but
win,
you
yeah.
Because then you're allowing everybody to do it.
They're
Then you're
gonna
saying
kick-
it's okay for everyone to do it.
they're going to kick the can down the road, or he's going in the supplemental draft.
Yeah, he'll go in the supplemental draft.
That makes the most sense of all. But he is obviously trying to expedite, retain representation, all the stuff to make sure that he can fight to the last minute before he has to make a decision to leave this gig, this situation, which is pretty dang good. Getting paid a lot of money to play a college game, and he knows that NFL money is right around the corner for him. It's XL Primetime.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
5, 4, 3, come on! 2.
Number 1 in the 9-0 4. 1010XL.
Not everyone is built for a cubicle. At Local 234, apprentices get paid to learn hands-on skills like plumbing, pipe fitting, HVAC, the stuff Jacksonville runs on. No endless lectures, no massive student debt, just hands-on training, real jobs, and real pay. This is how you level up, by doing work that actually matters. Check them out at UA234.com. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Local 234. Make the right connection.
Bring your home back to life with Zero Res, a fresher clean that you can actually feel. This month, take 25% off all services, hardwood tile, LVP, carpet, air ducts, and more. Visit ZeroResJacksonville.com and tell them 1010XL sent you.
Don't miss the Bari Breakdown with Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays around 1:35 for the latest in sports injuries from all the big names in the game. Who's MIA, who's coming back? Dr. George Bari on XL Primetime, Wednesdays at 1:35 on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
What if your next fun day out costs you $70 to play all day? That's exactly what you get at the Battalion Airsoft Arena, the only indoor airsoft battlefield in Jacks. Skip the same old boring entertainment choices and step into real action with your crew. Perfect for birthdays, company team building, graduation parties, or just epic weekend fun. No experience? No problem. The Battalion package includes everything: gun, mask, and ammo with unlimited play. So lock in your mission now at BattalionAirsoftArena.com.
Need protection? Call Craig and Christine Kaprosky at Goosehead Insurance. The Kaproskys are a husband-wife team committed to finding you the right coverage at the right price in just a few short minutes. For home, auto, flood, or specialty insurance, Craig and Christine Kaprosky are the answer. Craig.Kaprosky at Goosehead.com.
This is Hayes Carlyon for First Florida Credit Union. I went to the branch on 210 to get my car loan and had a fantastic experience. I got a great rate and was in and out. The online banking services are also outstanding. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. First Florida Credit Union was voted Best Credit Union in the Best of Bold City Community Choice Awards for 3 years running, and it's easy to see why. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Joe C. for Blossman Gas. They've been providing hometown service and the comforts of propane to home and businesses since 1951. Imagine movie night spent around glowing gas fireplace logs, cookouts in the backyard with your propane grill, or laundry done faster with your gas dryer. Blossman has a wide variety of gas appliances to fit your needs. Propane delivery, gas appliances, and a full-service team. Blossman Gas is your local company for everything propane. Blossman Gas, log on, blossmangas.com, and check out the Blossman difference.
Buying a diamond should be fun, not stressful. But at some stores, the pressure can be intense, with pushy salespeople and mandatory deposits. But at Beard's Diamonds, owner John Lupo says that's not cool.
They wanted to sell them only what they had, wanted a deposit right then and there. They did not want them to shop, and we don't do business that way. It's pretty sad that you don't want the consumer to go shopping. That must mean that they're not confident in their pricing.
It's different at Beard's.
We encourage people to shop. We want you to go shopping, to know that you're getting a better deal and a better education at Beard's. We will do anything we can to make you happy without putting deposits down.
No deposits, no commission sales, no pressure, no pricing games, no corporate rule books. John's son Ben sums it up nicely. At Beard's, it's laid back and relationship driven.
There's plenty of options out there, but we're looking to go the extra mile when people want to patronize us, and it brings us great pleasure to see two lives be connected together.
Beard's Diamonds, locally owned with over 4 decades of doing business the right way. At St. John's Town Center and online at beardsdiamonds.com.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Still, present, ready. Farah doesn't flinch. Here's another call on the 1010XL hotline, driven by Key Buick GMC, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
On a Thursday, because he has double duty right here, Thursdays and Fridays on 1010XL. Rah, rah, rah. Ryan O'Halloran joins us now, as he will be part of the lead with Hayes Carlyon tomorrow afternoon. But he joins us right now. Ryan O, how you doing, buddy?
I'm good, fellas. Good to join you again.
Hey, man, we appreciate it. There have been a couple of big names that have been tied to the Jags. The A.J. Brown discussion, the Bobby Wagner discussion. We are talking about accomplished players. Anyway, what do you make of the chatter that's out there right now with big names maybe landing here?
Yeah, I'll start with Bobby Wagner since that to me that's the ultimate dart throw because I don't think he's announced whether he's even going to play anywhere this year.
Right.
Played at Washington this past year, so he sort of plays fully Louis Khan's position. I don't see the fit there. As for A.J. Brown, he will make the Jaguars better in the pursuit of a Super Bowl this year. But what will it cost to give him up? Would he want an extension? How many receivers do you want to pay? Because you got Myers under contract. They've been talking to Parker Washington. Brown is a high volume guy. That means less time for Travis Hunter. That would not make him happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, there's some extenuating things there. So I think a long shot for both of them, but it's a good conversation point.
Ryan, what about pass rush? Is no veteran presence as far as the pass rush goes, or are we just going all in with the bookends this season?
Well, how about Myles Garrett? Let's throw that out there. Todd Monken was asked, "Have you met Myles Garrett?" And Todd goes, "No." Well, this is a new staff. He's under contract. To me, that's your whale right now. Is you get into the season or training camp, you make a Godfather offer for a player of that caliber. But more realistic is, I still think they need to add a veteran pass rusher because if Josh Hines-Allen or Trayvon Walker get dinged up and miss 2 to 3 games, then right now you're in trouble. You have a bunch of young guys. Maybe 1 or 2 of them will pan out eventually, but I don't think that's going to happen this year in terms of like being a 6, 7, 8 sack person. So maybe they're waiting for the market to settle a little bit as the calendar turns to June, but I still think it's a priority.
It's bizarre is what it is, honestly, Ryan, because it almost feels like a couple years ago when we were all like, your offensive line's a major problem, like Doug Peterson's last year. Why are they not addressing it? And now here we all, it's like a blind spot. It's right there. For some reason they're not seeing it. Maybe they do see it. I don't know. Who knows, right? They went 13-4. They have the capital to do whatever they want, right? But it just seems like to me that you're putting a lot of weight on a lot of young guys that may or may not hit. And quite frankly, since Josh Hines-Allen got that money, what has he been?
Yeah, had a very slow start this past season. Here, and the other layer to this, Matt, is if they plan on moving Trayvon Walker inside on some of those third downs, well, that means one of those young guys is going to be opposite of Hines-Allen, or you play Dennis Gardeck there a little bit. He was more of a situational guy last year, so either a couple. I think they're aware that it's an issue that. Maybe they're waiting for 1 or 2 guys for their prices to go down or for the first one to come off the market to, okay, this is the price point. Or they're just going to say, hey, we're going to get into training camp. Let's see, if a team has a trade trip they want to offer the Jags. But I would do both. I would sign a veteran now, and I'd also be on the lookout during camp and early part of the season. Because one of their company lines is you can't have enough offensive linemen. But here's another company line. You can't have enough pass rushers.
Plus your window is right here, man. You have a chance with a very good team in an AFC that might be a little uneasy right now, especially because you have no idea what's going on with Mahomes. No idea.
Well, and next, if you think this year's schedule looks bad with 6 home games in Jacksonville, wait till you see next year's where there's no home games. And you're making 6 drives to Orlando. You're probably playing 3 games in Europe. This is the window this year. And I would have liked them to act with some more urgency in March via free agency or trade. Maybe just one player, just one difference maker. Mm-hmm. And I still think that should be the emphasis going into the summer.
And if you're a Jaguar fan out there, we're talking with Ryan O'Halloran, and you can definitely check him out, Florida Times Union, Jacksonville.com, and of course on X. If you're a Jaguar fan out there, you may buy in or like the idea or hope for the idea, Ryan, that they wait for that price to come down for the bigger names, because there are several big names that still have a little left in the tank, and maybe that's the hand they're playing. Because right now, as you guys had both just said, they've passed that window of opportunity.
Well, it's a case by case basis on the veterans. Let's say Von Miller says, or Joey Bosa or Leonard Floyd says, I'm interested, but I'm not going to sign until after mandatory minicamp. I have no interest in coming in there. Well, to me, then if you're the Jaguars, you come back and say, well, nobody's going to make you practice. You just got to be around. And so I would be proactive there. But I don't know what your guys' text line has been saying recently, but the emails I've been getting from readers are, two things can be true at the same time. They totally 100% buy into the vision of this organization, but they also think they need help.
Yeah. So, Ryan, when I look at the schedule, when it came out, I looked at the first 6 games before the bye, and I had them at 5-1. And then at the back end, ultimately, with the 7 road games out of 10, I think that keeps the team locked in, having all those road trips. And I ended up with 12-5 because I think Trevor last year was getting his feet wet, trying to learn the offense and everything. I think he's going to start on fire this season.
Definitely on Lawrence. And, he's going to be actually able to participate this offseason. Remember last year he was rehabilitating that non-throwing shoulder. So, one thing that Liam Cohen's been excited about from the hop is that they're going to be rolling from start in terms of they're not going to be installing everything. I mean, stuff that they didn't use last year is not going to be put back in the playbook. So Lawrence should get off to a good start. Beat Cleveland week 1. Okay, then me at Cincinnati, that's a key game. I got them 11-6 once the official schedule came out, and it's going to be I think you have to be. I think 3-1 going to London. No, yeah, four games before London, and then you play 2 very tough teams over there. So I think the table is set for them to start well in terms of Cleveland at home, tough one at Denver, and then home New England. I think Jacksonville's better than New England right now.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really interesting. So let's move to the offensive side of the ball real quick. What have you heard about Cole Van Lanen as far as the injury, and what happens if he's not ready to go early in camp? Do you focus on just moving Walker Little there, or do you actually maybe try and put Wyatt Milam out there?
Yeah, that's one of the things I sort of written down on my notepad to watch on Tuesday. Liam Cohen said last month Van Lanen not expected to participate in the team stuff, or even into work on the side coming back from that knee injury. That's going to be okay when they line up 11-on-11 with Trevor Lawrence at quarterback on Tuesday afternoon. Is it Walker Little at left tackle? I think yes. But Wyatt Milam, they looked at him, okay, if he does play tackle in the future, is it a right tackle? I think the other subplot of that during this OTA period is that they flip Antonio Harrison over there just to get his feet wet. Granted, no pads, no contact, but the footwork, working alongside Ezra Cleveland at left guard. I think that's something they'll probably experiment with, and they probably should, because they with Van Lanen, you just don't know what his status is going to be if he's even going to be ready for late July.
All right, that's an interesting one. Ryan O'Halloran putting it out there that if you do see it, all right, so 2 things would be happening for me. Is they're still worried about the severity of the injury and the return timetable, and maybe long-term future of Anton, where is it best, at right tackle or left tackle? And that's kind of what you're biting on, huh?
Well, I think the long-term for Anton, it should be the right side. But, in the short term, if you feel like, okay, let's throw out this hypothetical, guys. Let's say mid-August, the team calls you and says, hey, we are decimated on the offensive line. We'll give you a 3rd-round pick for Walker Little. You're going to make that deal. Mm-hmm. Okay, well then, how about Cole Van Lanen is not ready for week 1? Well, then do you flip Anton over there just for 2 or 3 games, and then have maybe Milam at right tackle? So I think that's a contingency plan. And fans who come out to training camp, one thing we learned last year is they're going to experiment with everybody on the offensive line, with the exception of Robert Hainsey. So I wouldn't be a total jump to conclusion on that, but this is the time of year to really experiment.
Yeah, if you're going to experiment, do it early. But you're going to have to have the left tackle position in locked by August, right?
Yeah, I think by the time you go to, if they in fact have a joint practice at New Orleans, by the time you get on the plane there and face other competition the 2nd week of August, you should have a pretty good idea. Okay, who plays where best?
All right, so here's an interesting question for you. Ready for this? Who's their number 1 receiver when camp opens?
I think Parker Washington. I think Jacoby Myers is the 2, Brian Thomas is the 3, as it's currently set up. Washington can do a lot of different things. Fearless over the middle, ton of stuff after the catch the bubbles. So I think Parker Washington is going to be a high volume guy. I think Jacoby Myers is going to be a guy who has a great season. And how they fit in Brian Thomas, how they fit in Travis Hunter, if they want to give him a little taste on offense, that to me that remains to be seen, because you're also going to get Brenton Strange heavily involved.
So you got to go. Okay, so let's just say you get Brenton Strange heavily involved. You got to go to 4 and 5 before we start talking about legit deep threats. Think about that.
Yeah, and to me, it's okay if you're Brian Thomas now. You have to show during this offseason program that you're in sync with Trevor Lawrence, on every kind of route. 2 years ago, he cut a lot of bubbles and did a lot of good things after the catch. He had like less than 5 of those last year. Maybe you start getting him the ball that way, see what he can do with the football in his hands, and hold on to it. So, last year should have been a period discovery for Brian Thomas. Now they're trying to do it again.
So, Ryan, you got Parker Washington and Brenton Strange going into the last year of their deals, right? I mean, who do you get done first?
I would say because you have less depth at tight end, I'd say Brenton Strange. I think both of these guys, a lot of times, you guys know this, is talks get tabled around the draft because the team is so busy doing that. I think they'll start revisiting here if they haven't already. And there's no urgency because they have a year left on the deal. But if I'm the player and I'm not a first-round pick, I would have some urgency. Hey, I'd tell my agent, hey, if the money is even close to being fair, I want this thing done by the time I go home for the summer. So when I come from training camp, I know I got my money and I'm not having to worry about getting injured.
All right, my brother. What else is hopping over there at Jacksonville.com that they can find?
Well, for Sunday's paper, and it's online right now, did a deep dive feature on Nate Borkature, talked to a lot of his family members, high school coach, college coach, just to say, hey, what's his journey from Aurora, Nebraska, graduating class of 100 to Jacksonville in a second-round pick. So I had fun doing that story. And a couple of guys to watch during OTAs. That'll be in Saturday's paper, and then we'll be out there on Tuesday.
All right, that's awesome. And then in tomorrow afternoon with Ace Carline.
Yep, we'll have Mark Long on for 4 o'clock hour, and then Kai Stevens from the Jaguars in the second hour.
All right, sounds good, bro. Thank you.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, man. At Ryan O'Halloran on X, and, of course, the Florida Times Union. And he is part of, it'll be called the Lead. And then once we get to football season, Ballou joins Hayes and O'Halloran. So it'll be on. All sorts of things to look forward to right here on the Super Station.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford Mobile Service. Game-ready service right to your driveway. Your front row seat to history in the making.
The Florida Gators, they are the 2025 national champions.
Your home for the most play-by-play is 1010XL.
Did you know there's local savings sitting in your mailbox right now? Money Pages is packed with real coupons from your favorite local businesses. Save money at restaurants like Al's Pizza, on pet care at Forever Vets, and on entertainment for the whole family at the Alhambra Theater. Plus, make sure to download the Money Pages app for savings on the go.
Money Pages in your mailbox right now.
Welcome to Key Buick GMC, proudly family-owned and operated since 1943. Come see why they're North Florida's new and pre-owned truck center, conveniently located on Southside and JTB, just minutes from the St. John's Town Center. At Key Buick GMC, every new vehicle comes with our lifetime powertrain warranty. Key Buick GMC, we are professional grade. Online at keybuickgmc.com. Lifetime powertrain warranty covers engine, transmission, drivetrain only. Exclusions apply. See dealer for details.
Overheard at the Hard Rock Bet Party.
I just got another NBA offer from Hard Rock Bet.
A Hard Rock Bet promo at the Hard Rock Bet Party? That is so meta.
That's not meta. That's Meta World Peace. Meta. Tell them about Hard Rock Bet.
Hard Rock Bet has it all. Live odds for every NBA game, every player prop, same game parlays, you name it. It's the only place I play these days.
Okay, now that is meta.
Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
ET here, and basketball's in full swing. And the best place to catch every rivalry and every big shot is at Twin Peaks. Enjoy scratch-made favorites, legendary wings, 29-degree draft beers, and wall-to-wall TVs putting you courtside.
Renovations are underway at the golf club at Southampton, but that doesn't mean you still can't come out and hone your game. The practice facility is open Tuesday through Sunday with a great membership offer to work on your game year-round. Log on to golfsouthampton.com or check out their Facebook page. Work on your tee game, iron play, shots around the green, and of course your putting. It's all there and a great way to stay fresh until they unveil fresh new greens in October. Check it all out at the golf club at Southampton. Call 287-PLAY.
SportsForecaster.com has all the data you need to project tomorrow's winners. Register for free and track the performance of all your favorite players and teams, including all your fantasy team picks and prospects. Sports Forecaster has the most detailed player profiles on the web, precise depth charts, every transaction, every injury, every news update. No ranting or raving, no preening or barstool bluster. At SportsForecaster.com, you get the timely info you need for every game. SportsForecaster.com. Sign up for free today.
The Jaguars Foundation is hosting an intimate evening of community and conversation at the Sports and Culture Speaker Series. Join us June 2nd and 3rd to hear exclusive perspectives from Jaguars leadership, including Mark Lamping, Tony Baselli, head coach Liam Cohen, and general manager James Gladstone, as they talk culture, leadership, and building a lasting legacy on and off the field. To be part of the conversation, visit jaguars.com/community/events.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. If you have a school, team, or group that would benefit from a team store, you're in luck because we now offer team stores. Check us out at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all.
My son had a meniscus surgery a couple years ago. Went smooth as silk, was playing tennis in 2 weeks. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Our son Eric's a Division I collegiate baseball pitcher who is having shoulder pain. We took him to Southeast Orthopedic Specialist and are confident that he's now on the road to recovery. This is Beth Anderson, and we love the care Eric receives at Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
Southeast Orthopedic Specialist.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. When it's game time, Farah doesn't flinch. Now, the Monahan's golden moment. Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach, your local family jewelers.
All right, my golden moment is, fellas, we can all agree that we're happy for Eddie O.
Oh, yeah.
Back to LSU.
Yeah.
Yeah, good friend of the show. My former assistant coach for 2 national championships at the University of Miami, won his own national championship at LSU.
And
phenomenal personality.
Do you still maintain that The Rock borrowed a lot of his good lines?
Of course he did.
Eddie-O?
Yeah, of course.
I believe it.
Yeah, he said, Cortez Kennedy, you come off the ball like a bowling ball with butcher knives. That was his favorite. It's the best, man.
Yeah. Now,
only thing I'm not happy about is this. Now he's going to be recruiting against us. He's a phenomenal recruiter and personality. Tells great stories. Coach, just stay up out of the West Palm to the Key West area.
Okay, well, on that note, he had been in the 305 for
He was
quite
at
a bit of
practice.
time.
Staying out of the 305,
Bro,
I guarantee that.
Bro, he was at our practices.
Yeah.
You know, he was giving me an update on guys, how they looked and all that. They were Lee, they're looking good down here, Lee.
What do you think? What do you think Mario's think?
I don't. Mario should have hired.
Right, Mario.
Yeah.
Sure, Mario had a chance to hire him.
Absolutely had a chance. I mean, he had a penthouse on South Beach.
Yeah, he was there.
His son works for him.
Yeah.
So maybe it's his son's like, I don't want to work with my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
He did point that out when he was on with us last time, didn't he?
He did, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm happy for Eddie O.
Okay.
My guy.
Because no matter how cool you're, like, even if your dad was Coach O, even if your dad's the coolest guy ever,
right?
You're still like, I don't want to work with dad.
Pops.
Yeah.
Probably.
Get used to it. I'll just say that. Get over it.
All right, my golden moment is LSU's projected starting 5 in the men's basketball team of Madar, Nang, Luis, Santos, and Desert is older than the starting 5 of the San Antonio Spurs.
You gotta be kidding. The average, what do we do? We did it earlier. The average is about 23.75, something that, and then maybe 23 and a half years of age is the average.
So with the Spurs, it's Harper is 22 years.
Victor, 22.
Castle is 23 years, 2 months. Webby's 23 years, 5 months.
Okay. A little bit older than I thought.
Champagne is 23, 6 months, and Vassal's 25, 5 months.
Can Champagne just change his name back to the proper pronunciation?
Champagne? You want to be
yeah.
Champagne?
Yeah, because we were always, when we were acting like we didn't have any couth or style, we would call champagne.
Yeah, exactly.
So
really, champagne.
Just as a joke.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he doesn't
Like Target. You never heard people call Target Target.
Right.
We used to call champagne Ripple back in the day.
Ripple.
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's another good name for it. That's for sure. Although,
I like that.
yeah, Ripple could have been Indy 2022, though.
Could be too. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
It could have been either one of them. All right, so let's just finish off on this, just as far as the golden moments. Joey Chestnut is now a wanted man, and he is still going to compete.
Well, he's not wanted. He was convicted of a crime.
Yes.
What crime?
Earlier this year that I didn't realize. He got into a bar altercation.
Yeah.
Okay. He slapped a man. I got to get this right. I got to pull the story
at an
up.
Indiana bar.
Indiana bar.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's just a misdemeanor battery charge, people.
Mhm.
First of all, what's happening at a bar in America that
Yeah.
someone is getting in the face of Joey freaking Chestnut?
Don't you take
Patriot.
don't you take on a national hero, a
Exactly.
patriot?
And someone needs to also step in and fight for Joey,
Wait,
knowing that.
and why is someone getting in his grill? That's the
I don't
question.
know. Unfortunately, this story does not say what happened. He says it truly was just a misunderstanding, the other guys told the Associated Press. Joey understood that he wanted to accept responsibility for his actions, and he did.
You say it was an Indiana fan? He slapped?
No,
just an
I
Indiana
hope so.
bar.
I hope it was.
Oh, well, I was too. I was going to say that was for us.
Joey was sticking up for us.
Okay.
But the one
So
thing
he
that
said he was drunk and did not remember the altercation.
Oh,
okay, and the one thing I can at least
Oh,
appreciate
okay,
from Joey,
Joey was
Joey
a
calls it
little-
an altercation.
yeah, I can appreciate Joey Chestnut though. He did what most people wouldn't do. He just entered a guilty plea.
Yeah, exactly. I did it. I was drunk.
Guilty.
I don't remember what I
Yeah.
did.
Guilty.
By the way, the MLE has spoken.
Uh-huh.
That's the Major League Eating.
Yes.
That's the league.
Yep.
And they say this incident did not violate Major League Eating's code of conduct as it occurred outside any organizational event or activity, and it will be addressed by local authorities. So basically, their rules are: if you didn't get in a fight during the contest, you can do whatever the hell you want.
And if you don't mind showing up with a black eye, it wouldn't be bad for
Exactly.
television.
So
at
yes,
all.
he will be in the July 4th eating competition. Thank goodness.
I just want to know if the guy with that, what do they call those hats? Not a top hat, but
like the mayor, old mayor hat.
Yeah, you guys tell us on the text line what the name of that hat is. It's so cool. He does the best introductions. And if he can just say, and now, a convicted misdemeanor, Joey Chestnut, it's something. Just come up with something to include his rap sheet along with everything else he does to introduce. Every introduction from him is outstanding.
Oh,
It's
he's the best.
Oh.
I think he's the guy who made that announcement. He also runs MLE.
Oh, he does?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Okay. So he's vested and invested.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. So he is.
By the way, he ate 70 and a half last year.
It's nuts. And cruised to victory.
Yeah, we need a challenger,
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I love
Where's
Joey, but we
Kobayashi?
need at least somebody to come and, fire him up a little. Have him try to break his own record. Because at this point, it's boring.
Okay. So.
Oh, by the way, sorry to cut you off. One
Yeah.
more thing on Joey.
Yeah.
He's recently won the 2026 Ultimate Bologna Showdown in Tennessee for the third straight year, where he consumed 16 pounds of bologna in 8 minutes to set a world record.
Yeah. You and I are
16 pounds of bologna, Leon.
Bologna.
Yeah, you and I are on the same wavelength. I'm looking at him like, this is just unbelievable.
Hang on one second. When's the last time you had a bologna sandwich?
Oh,
it's been a minute.
too long.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been too long.
But he did set a
I
world
know
record.
exactly when I had.
I like to put a
When?
little char on my bologna.
I had a bologna sandwich in Bologna, Italy,
Oh, wow.
about
I bet it was good.
2 or
That
3
doesn't-
months ago.
That
I bet it
doesn't
was
count,
good, right?
Okay.
Oh,
that,
it counts.
but I'm saying that ain't baloney. that's high dollar. I told Hacker, who, by the way, is going to Hawaii. And I said,
I swear he is. It's
Yeah.
true.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I cannot imagine him on a plane for
as soon as he said Hawaii, I'm
hours.
like, wait a minute, there's not a Hawaii at Epcot. Okay, it's all
Maybe that's what he
countries.
meant.
Yeah, but he goes, no, dude. But anyway, I said, so when you go over there to the Big Island, he's going to Waikiki or wherever he's at, and I'm like, you got to get you some spam.
We talked about that for years on the show. By the way, it is fancy bologna, in Italy and Bologna.
Yeah.
It's called mortadella, folks.
Okay, there you go. And that's
But it's bologna.
Yeah, exactly. That's a TLD term. There you go. Yeah, she would say it the same way.
Mortadello.
Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's
Is it? Do they fry it there too?
No, they don't.
They don't.
And mustard American
Not
cheese.
like my grandpa used
Slice
to.
some American cheese on it, throw some mustard on it.
Yeah, it's sliced with the big slicer.
And it's so good, man.
Wow.
The processed stuff is good. If you fry it in the pan,
Yeah, it's,
I haven't had it
it's a
probably
little,
since I was a teenager.
It's a little
but it was
better than
good,
the
man.
Oscar Mayer, I'll just say.
Yeah, of course. You can't get mortadella at a deli.
Oh,
Of
you
course
can.
it
I
has
do
it.
all
Yeah.
the time. It's in my fridge right now.
Yeah. I pass on the bologna. I pass.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
so I guess I have had bologna. I mean, I have it all the time.
Yeah.
It's just mortadella.
Yeah.
But,
I haven't had it in a long
you know, when I was
Let's
a
try
kid,
it.
I would just eat it at lunch. Just a bologna sandwich with just ketchup. That's it. Bologna, bread, ketchup.
Really?
And we weren't like poor.
It wasn't fried
It
or
was
anything. It was
just-
just the cold bologna
that
with
was it.
ketchup.
I was just a savage.
That's savage.
That's savage. It is.
Cold bologna.
No.
Cold ketchup.
That's what you did when
Oh.
you was outside playing all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You come inside the
Oh,
refrigerator,
it's so
grab your
good.
slice of bologna, and go back out there
And you
and
didn't
play.
have time. Yeah.
You had time.
And you would
You had
eat,
time
I
to
would
make
just
sandwich.
eat a uncooked hot dog because hot dogs aren't
Oh,
cooked.
uncooked hot dog. I wouldn't go that far.
I definitely would.
In a
Uncooked hot
heartbeat.
dogs.
In a
Yes,
heartbeat.
Of course.
It's the same exact
Yes.
thing.
It is.
No difference, JJ.
XL Prime
None.
Time.
XL Primetime, driven by Duval Ford.
Hey, it's Travis from Cannons of Jacks. Thank you for trusting us for 55 years of custom welding fabrication and vehicle towing accessories. When you need a trailer hitch for the family car, a gooseneck for the company truck, or even RV towing options, call us at Cannons. We can do a bumper hitch, fifth wheel hitch, anything for safe, reliable towing. Come to Cannons of Jacks, where service is our #1 priority and we treat our customers as we like to be treated. Check us out online, cannonsofjacks.com.
Yeah, I know how awful it is to get injured, but not like my friend Tom who got rear-ended last year. Tom McMahon is here. Morgan & Morgan can help you. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the nation. 1,000 lawyers, 100 offices across the nation, and over $30 billion recovered. And guess what? They don't get a single penny unless you do. A proven track record with backup. Hard to find these days, but not with Morgan & Morgan. For the people, that's right. Get injured due to someone's neglect, get paid. Dial pound law or check out forthepeople.com.
All right, here we go. Jacksonville summer is around the corner, and the heat is bringing the pressure early. Your AC takes the field. It's trying to hold up the weight. Warm air, weak airflow. The system's in trouble. Time to make the call. Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Experienced AC techs, honest pricing, and they'll get it done right the first time. And here's the play right now. Take $500 off the total price of a new AC system during the Memorial Day promotion. That's how you stay cool and win the day. When you're stuck, call the Duck. 904-862-6769 or duckduckrooter.com.
Right now, Renewal by Andersen is giving you the power to choose. For a limited time, pick the offer that works best for you. Take 20% off your entire window and door project or enjoy 24 months of special financing. That's no money down, no payments, and no interest for 2 full years. Our energy-efficient windows and doors keep your home cooler in the Florida heat, reduce drafts, and can help lower your energy bills. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com. Restrictions apply. License number CGC 1527613.
Frank Frangie here. When you're inside the Kuhn Flowers showroom, you'll find a wide array of gift ideas that will take care of any gift-giving situation. Spend a few minutes there and you'll see for yourself. That's Kuhn Flowers on Beach Boulevard.
I'm with Sullivan from Cycles of Jacksonville. And Sullivan, you love the beach and you love to ride. So tell everybody what Honda's got cooking right now.
Yes, definitely. Here at Cycles of Jacksonville, we have a full line: Hondas, Vespas, Triumphs, everything you can think of just to ride to the beach. It's going to be the best summer ever when you hop on that ride this year.
So if you head to the showroom first, you're going to see all sorts of examples of what they can enjoy.
Exactly. Come see us at the showroom, Atlantic Boulevard. We're ready to see you there.
You can log on, check out their Facebook page or cyclesofjacksonville.com.
Frank Frangie here with Coach Delaney from Coyle Fencing. For years, your offenses have been putting up a lot of yards in points at Fletcher. I hear Coyle also gains a lot of yards in the fence world.
Yes, Frank. Coyle Fencing has been serving the Jacksonville community and general contractors for 99 years. We fence tens of thousands of commercial and residential yards, all while maintaining an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau.
99 years?
That's right. Some might call it a dynasty.
To schedule your appointment, visit CoyleJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
This is Victor Patel, CEO of North Florida Medical Center. Have you been in an auto accident? Are you feeling pain or stiffness? Our board-certified team has over 15 years' experience helping patients recover through chiropractic care, physical therapy, pain management, primary care, and neurology. Even minor injuries can cause long-term problems if left untreated. Schedule your free consultation today at nfmcjacks.com. North Florida Medical Center, bringing the care back to healthcare.
1010XL, presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Focus, fueled, fearless, Farah. This is XL Primetime, brought to you by Florida Home AC. Now that's cool on 1010XL.
I love when he throws a little Eric Church our way. He's getting me fired up for the CMA Fest coming up in a couple of weeks. Love it, love it, love it. Frank from the Og, I think he speaks from truth. He says a cold hot dog wrapped with a slice of cheese was the best. Just the best. I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
By the way, the hat
if you went
that we were talking about, we had a texter real quick. His name is George Shea, the MLE guy, and it's called a boater. A hat is a boater.
I don't think I've ever heard that
Neither
name.
have I.
Next time you're at Publix, go get one of those Oscar Mayer ballonis, turn it around, look at it.
Yeah.
Oh my!
What's in
You
it?
don't want to?
Oh,
I would never.
Yeah, I don't
would
look at stuff
You'll
like
be
that.
like, you'll be horrified.
There's a lot of things I don't want to turn around and look at, honestly. It's
But here's the thing: as kids, we ate it religiously,
Right.
and we're still here.
Yes,
We are.
yes, exactly.
No, there's
right.
a lot more in it than when you were kids.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, I don't want to do.
Yeah, they got
Food
fillers
is
now.
way worse than it is.
Yeah,
Wow.
they got fillers, which it's just an awful thing to do to
Fillers.
us.
When you-
Filler.
Don't
When
you
you
get
see what some of those
sawdust involved
fillers
in my
Sawdust.
sawdust? Like they'll do anything to fill up that casing, whatever it takes.
You got a bunch of Clark Griswolds with the food additive experts that are just throwing all kind of crap in those things.
Oh my gosh, yes. I know exactly what you're talking about. But anyway, we will find out how many sawdust-filled dogs Joey Chestnut crams down his gullet.
Sawdust.
whenever we get to July 4th. Memorial Day weekend is coming up, so you're going to get that kind of that hot dog. We may have to have some hot dogs on Monday.
Oh,
Have
yeah.
to.
Yeah, yeah. I would think.
We don't have a show, unfortunately.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, or fortunately, because we're off.
Right.
But I called my wife when I saw the schedule this week, and I was like, "Are you off Monday? I'm off. I'm surprised." And she goes, "You say this every year.
Yeah,
like I'm
exactly.
always like surprised that we get off Memorial Day, but it's a nice surprise."
Yeah, get some Nathan dogs and grill them. Nathan's good.
Unfortunately, I saw we're getting rain this weekend.
Yeah, that's what Leon was saying earlier. What,
Yeah,
3
but-
days of it?
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Well, we haven't had
We
we haven't
need
had
it.
a lot of rain at all.
Mhm.
We need it. We were out at Southampton yesterday, rolling around, just kind of taking a look at the Reno. It looks awesome. Some of the stuff, a lot of stuff that they've been doing. But anyway, the lakes are low. They're low.
Yeah.
And we need a good soak.
Speaking of dogs, I'm thinking chili.
Oh, yeah, I love chili
my
dogs.
God, the best.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking chili.
With
I'm
a
thinking
little bit
chili.
of cheese, like the
yeah.
cold like Mexican cheese sprinkled
Mhm.
on top. Oh my
I
God.
have to do that.
And chili sauce ain't. You shouldn't just say, "Hey, anyone can make chili sauce," because it ain't. It ain't easy. You got to be able to get a good kind of beef, cook it down, a certain way of like chopping it up, and then putting that seasoning that you're talking about. Get that grease out of there. Oh, I'm getting so hungry. Speaking of chili dogs.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
I figured Taylor Doll might be an expert on chili dogs. What did
Love a
you
glizzy.
eat?
Actually, that's a good nickname for TD.
Yeah.
Chili dog.
Chili dog.
What up, chili dog?
I love chili dogs.
So what did you eat when you were at the ballpark when you were on vacation? Like what?
Honestly, a little bit of everything. I did
Yeah.
get a hot dog. I got nachos. I got boiled peanuts. They had the funnel stick like fries
Yeah.
type things that we got also. So a bunch of ballpark food. You have to, I feel like.
She ain't afraid. She ain't afraid. But the other thing I did notice in Chicago, you got to buy your roasted peanuts outside
Yeah.
of the ballpark.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know, honestly. They used to walk around with them, and they don't anymore.
Right. I
Yeah.
don't get it.
And they also, did you see they shut down the sports book too?
Oh, really?
They opened the one attached to Wrigley, and it lasted like a couple years, and they shut it down already.
Wow. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's
Yeah.
bad. All right, what's
Yeah.
coming up?
Yeah, so we'll get into some Jaguars. Matt Harmon and Nate Tice went, and they were breaking down some film of stuff the Jags did last year, and they were talking about how they can fit Travis Hunter, how they picture Travis Hunter fitting into the offense. So we're going to chat a little bit about that and our feelings on how he fits and the kind of the comparisons they had with that. And then we also have Jamie Gertzenberg. She is the goalkeeper for Sporting Jacks Women's.
They're in the playoffs right now. So if they win this weekend, they go on to the championship game. So we're going to have her on and chat a little Sporting Jacks.
That's awesome.
Well, that
are
was
the
perfect timing.
Perfect segue because we are giving tickets away. All right, Taylor, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
We will be listening. JJ,
Thanks,
tell
Chili Dog.
them
Yes, I do have family 4-pack of tickets to see that said game. Sporting Jacks women versus Carolina Ascent. Sporting Jacks is home at Hodges Stadium this Sunday at 5 p.m. Or you can be caller number 4 right now at 641-1010, and I'll hook you up.
All right, that is it. We had a good time. Definitely dial JJ up, and he will get you taken care of with that. We had a good time. We'll be back at it tomorrow. We're a day closer to the first OTAs that we're going to be able to see next Tuesday, and a day closer to that Memorial Day weekend. Everybody have a good time. You got Helmets and Heels coming up next. Big Sirs, Maddie, Josie, and JJ. Talk to you mañana.